From the front page of the Yonkers Statesman, December 23, 1916. Headline: Report of Food Riots in Dresden. A Rotterdam dispatch to the Exchange Telegraph Company says food riots occurred in Dresden, Germany, December 17th, 18th, and 19th. Troops were called to help the police in suppressing the trouble which arose over the closing of several food shops Sunday because they had no stock. The dispatch says the women stoned the shops and marched through the streets, but the police did not interfere. Another parade took place the next day when they marched past the King's Palace, shouting for food. Several women are said to have been arrested for using insulting language about the king. There was a sharp fight when 100 women and 3 policemen were wounded. The soldiers then charged and cleared the streets. From Paris, the Entente Allies' answer to Germany's peace proposals is almost finished, according to the Petit Parisien newspaper. The paper says it is a rather long document and sets forth clearly both the grievances of the Allies and the crushing responsibilities of the Central Empire for war. Headline: Fierce Northwest Gale. A gale whipped out of the northwest last night and swooped through the city. At 11 o'clock it had reached a velocity of 84 miles per hour, and the mercury, falling as the wind rose, had got down below 27. Belated shoppers and others whose business called them out of doors found difficulty in making their way through the streets, the force of the wind at times being almost enough to raise them from their feet. In several sections, plate glass windows were cracked or broken under the pressure of the wind or by objects being blown against them. A big pane of glass in a meat market at the corner of Riverdale Avenue and Highland Avenue was torn out and crashed with a loud noise to the sidewalk, being smashed into 1,000 pieces. Reports have been received also of skylights and signs being blown down. Fortunately, in no case was any person hurt. The storm doors of the residence of Public Safety Commissioner Fleming in Van Cortlandt Park Avenue had been placed in position but not fastened yesterday. A gust of wind caught the structure last night and lifted it up bodily and deposited it on the adjoining sidewalk. The wind also played havoc with telegraph and telephone poles which were in an exposed portion in the outlying sections. Headline: 30 start in marathon race. About 30 runners started at the Empire City Racetrack shortly after 1 o'clock this afternoon in the 25-mile marathon race being held under the auspices of the Mercury Athletic Club. The runners competed in the first 9 miles of the contest at the track, and then started to run 15 or 16 miles over the roads in the neighborhood, returning to the track to finish the long grind. Among the leaders when the men left the track to start to run over the roads was Sidney S. Batten, the veteran from Chicago, Illinois. And that's the news from Yonkers, 100 years ago today.